Hello everyone, Shinto Bean here playing some more Warhammer Combat Cards Campaign Mode here with the campaign of the week, The Long War, where we are playing as Space Marines against Chaos. Got some pretty decent rewards at the end of the campaign here. This legendary Chaos unit, Celesk. I see a lot of high-ranking Chaos players using this one. At level 1 it looks pretty weak. I don't actually have the card in my collection, but when leveled up it becomes very powerful. So it's only available for the top 1% in this campaign. As for the mission rewards, there are two sets of missions. The first half revolves around Dark Angels. You get bonus points for including Dark Angels, and you can get this Lieutenant as well as Master Lazarus. These two have been in the game for a while now, so just extra copies of those cards. And the second set of missions is all about Blood Angels. So we can get more copies of the Hellblaster, as well as a brand new unit, the Blood Angels Librarian Dreadnought. It has all three attack types. Pretty powerful psychic attack there. Looks like an interesting addition to the Space Marine roster. Now, in the shop we have a pack that can includes reinforcements for Dark Angels. And just a little bit of trivia here, when combat cards first came out, there was only one Dark Angels unit in the whole game, and it was this Deathwing Terminator. And I remember a lot of players were clamoring for, more Dark Angels cards, and eventually they finally started releasing a few at a time through the missions. But as you can see now, 12 different Dark Angels in the game now. They've got quite a good representation. Of all these cards, there are two that I don't own. The Nephilim Jet Fighter here, which is pretty powerful, comparable to the Storm Talon gunship. Also got a legendary here, Belial, Grandmaster of the Deathwing. I do not own him either. So for the first 20 or so missions or games in the campaign, I did have a Dark Angels deck. I could swap it out here. It was led by Watch Captain Artemis, and it did pretty well until level 22, and then I lost a match, and I decided to switch over to the more reliable Lieutenant Tolmaron. Pretty standard deck here. I do have 3 Dark Angels units in there. So we're just going to go ahead and deploy up against a level 25 AI. And yeah, with Tolmaron, I mean, he just performs a lot better. The problem with Artemis is his special rule. The random nature of it makes it fairly unreliable. You can damage units that would have died anyway, or damage units that you don't even need to kill, like once the enemy warlord has deployed. So yeah, Tolmaron, you have a lot more control, and which can really work to your advantage. So we're putting down a Centurion there. We're going to put down our Hellblaster, and they do have a Endless unit in the center there, the Poxwalker, that gives you additional points because you're able to kill it twice effectively. We'll put down our other Hellblaster. Unfortunately, unable to get the Invictor war suit out early on, which you always want. But enemy has the initiative, so they go first. Let's see, they are led by Ahriman. You should probably see what level he is. Level 2. Wow, that's surprisingly low for a level 25 AI. So we're going to go ranged. Chaos, one of their weaknesses for a long time has been their lack of ranged units, so that makes Tolmaron all the better. They do have a few pretty powerful ranged units, though. And they do also have a lot of debuffs, as you can see, 2 ranged debuffs there, which is unfortunate. It's going to really reduce the damage I can deal here. Going to have to try to kill those things off as fast as possible. But Typhus on the left there, he is a pretty high level by the looks of it. I think, yeah, that's a tier 2 poison there, dealing 10 damage at the end of each round. It's a whole lot of damage, and it's going to take a while to get through all that health. But because they went melee, now I have just a regular ranged attack that has not been debuffed. That's always nice. So looks like our Crusader or the Centurion rather, will go down. They just deployed one of their ranged units, the Havoc there with the las cannon in the middle. It is a big game hunter, and they decided to go Psychic that time. Alright, what should I deploy? Hopefully, okay, now we got the Invictor, but where do we want to put it is the issue. I don't want it to get poisoned, so I think we're just going to put it in the center. It has outflank, tier 2 outflank, and I don't think we would take out Typhus, unfortunately. Yeah, it's a good thing I did not put the Invictor in the left lane. Although, unfortunately, I actually forgot about that, but the Havoc has Big Game Hunter, so it actually deals extra damage to the Invictor. Luckily, it only gets one shot off, though. And Karn, the Betrayer, deploying on the right. A lot of very dangerous units deploying here. And there we go. A Greater Demon, the Great Unclean One at level 4. And there's no way I'm going to be able to get through that amount of health. So, okay, we'll put down our Scout here. I want to take out... I do want to take out Karn. Although, actually, that might not be necessary. As long as so we're going to get rid of Typhus here. And then the Great Unclean One will be shifted over to the left lane. And then Ahriman will come out. I'm guessing they will go Psychic, which is actually just fine. It's actually what I want, because then my Invictor will be able to move over to the center lane and focus down the enemy Warlord. Looks like that's exactly how it's going to play out. The Psychic attacks take out 2 of my units, but we do have a standard bearer, the Ancient with Inspiring Presence, so we will put him down after putting down the Aggressor there on the right. And here with the Ancient boosting up the attack of my units. And we probably won't be able to kill Ahriman in one shot, but should be able to get him down to pretty low health. Yeah, 110 damage from the Invictor, and Karn the Betrayer also getting shot down. The Invictor still has plenty of health, so we're nowhere close to even losing this match. So that worked out pretty well. Ahriman is actually pretty easy to take down. I think he doesn't have the most health, and his lack of melee and range are really easy to take advantage of. So, got this game in the bag. Level 25 AI, no problem. So once the Blood Angel missions activate, I will probably switch up my deck a little bit. I do want to test out the other Dreadnought, the Blood Angels Death Company Dreadnought, if I can pull it up here. Kassor the Damned with Berserker. It would be interesting to see how this works with Lieutenant Tolmeron. I might play a few games with that, but I don't know. It might just be safest to go with the Invictor for the long run. So anyway, that is the campaign for this week. Let me know what you think. As always, thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.